In 1973, a woman named Norma L. McCorvey, also known as Jane Roe, decided to question and challenge the constitutionality of abortion laws in Texas. During this time, the nation was in the midst of feminist movements, so she gained support and popularity quickly. McCorvey declared that women had the right to terminate their own pregnancies rather than the law that states the banning of abortions except to save the life of the mother. This case was filed against the Dallas County, and their district attorney was Henry Wade, and it was tried in a federal court. Once the Texas court ruled that the abortion law violated the Constitution, the case then moved to the Supreme Court due to the fact that Wade had appealed it. It was reviewed between 1971 and 1972. In 1972, the Supreme Court ruled the law as unconstitutional in a 7-2 vote, stating that the law violated Norma's right to privacy. This right was violated in terms of zones. The Constitution's First, Fourth, Ninth, and 14th Amendments are considered to harbor American zones of privacy. These zones of privacy include marriage, contraception, and child rearing. The First Amendment states that all citizens have the freedom to religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. Laws banning abortion violated this amendment in terms of religion, claiming that it was set in stone due to the religious beliefs in the state. The Texas abortion laws were also in violation of the Fourth, Ninth, and 14th Amendments when women were denied an equal right of protection, and it failed to reserve or apply certain rights to her and other women in the state. McCorvey felt that she should have full rights to do what she wanted with her body. The law that stated women were only allowed to get abortions if it meant saving the mother's life felt extremely unfair to her. So this is how the movement began. Although many were in support of McCorvey, she still had her fair share of opposers. Texas, being known as one of the most religious and conservative states, didn't help her cause much. As mentioned, it made a huge difference that her court case gained fame during the 1970s because of all the rising feminist ideas. During this time period, new ideas of women's liberation into the media and the public were catapulted and put into play. A lot of this uprising centered around destigmatizing housework as a woman's job, sisterhood, and comparable work as supported in the Equal Pay Act that was passed 10 years prior to Roe v. Wade. New ideas of constitutional equality for women were solidified by the Roe v. Wade Act. It questioned the illegality of abortions and how it was dangerous in a sense that women were more inclined to seek black market abortions, therefore putting themselves at the risk of harm. Making it legal for a mother to terminate her pregnancy within the first 3 months created a way to save lives of women who would have sought alternative methods. The 7-2 Supreme Court vote that cemented the decision was not followed without criticism, of course. The main source of opposition came from religious unions as well as the Roman Catholic Church. Many fundamentalist Protestants opposed the court ruling. The National Right to Life Committee was a union formed with the, quote, explicit goal of reversing Roe v. Wade. The ongoing issue with this topic is that it involves faith. Separating church and state is difficult when one's religion is tied with one's moral values. Roe v. Wade began the swing of pro-life versus pro-choice, which continues to be heavily disputed to this day.